Whenever we go somewhere new, we're always looking for Black history. But I'm gonna be real, we weren't expecting too much Black history at New River Gorge National Park in West Virginia. Beautiful mountains? Yes. Wildlife? Small towns? Sure. You can whitewater raft, hunt, fish, and hike to your heart's content here. But we should have known better. Southern West Virginia has a rich and complicated history, and the New River and the Appalachian Mountains have lots of stories to tell. We saw somebody launch their inflatable raft early today. Apparently there are lots of rapids on the river that I won't be going down. And Daryl, I'm sure you won't be going down them either. But I'm trying to become a water person. So that requires spending a lot more time around the water. There's lots of Black history in this area too that I didn't know about until we went to the visitor center. I didn't see any books. Normally we get a book about Black history whenever we go to parks that have them, but it said that in 1909, there were 26% of the mine workers who worked in the mines here in West Virginia were Black. And also there was just generally a lot of diversity in the mine workers. So there were immigrants from Europe. There were the white people who already were on the land here since the 1800s. And then there were the Black people who came up from the South for more opportunity. Of course, it was a dangerous occupation, and a lot of people died. Tens of thousands of people died in the mines here. After that industry went away, then they were able to preserve the land here. And fortunately, now we get to enjoy it as parkland. And currently, there is free entrance and free camping here. So there aren't like that many amenities at the campsite, so you're not gonna get like flush toilets and showers and laundry or anything like that. But that's okay.
We pick up a CD of the African American Heritage driving tour from the visitor center. I don't think anybody ever asked for them because they gave us two just cuz. But hey, it's for our records. Our first stop, one of the first Black churches in the New River Gorge.
I think this church was opened in 1880, and it's the Quinnimont Missionary Baptist Church. It's the first stop on the African American Heritage driving tour at the national park here. And they have audio information to go along with the tour that you can access if you go onto their website or onto the app. Doesn't seem like there's anything to see inside, but this is outside of the church. I'm gonna try to look in this window over here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see anything. Nope. I wonder if it's the original steeple. I'm not sure if it's the original steeple up there that you can see. But no going in that door.
Just before the rain starts, we make a quick stop at what used to be DuBois High School. It opened in 1917, and if you didn't guess by the name and the period, it was an all-Black school. The original building burned down in 1950, and the school reopened in a new building in 1954. But schools were integrating, so it wasn't going to be all black for long. In 1956, students from the white high school were moved to DuBois High School, and it was renamed Mount Hope.
Our next stop, Camp Washington Carver. It was the first 4-H camp for black kids in the U.S. It's named after Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver. The camp opened in 1942 thanks to the efforts of John W. Davis, who was at the time the president of the historically black West Virginia State College. Workers from the Civilian Conservation Corps, the Works Progress Administration, and incarcerated folks from the nearby prison in Moundsville built Camp Washington Carver. Southern West Virginia is also home to the towns of Nuttleburg and Winona, where Carter G. Woodson worked in mines and taught at a local school. If his name doesn't ring a bell for you, Woodson established Negro History Week, which later became Black History Month. As lovers of Black history, it's pretty cool to walk the same grounds where he started going deeper into his academic pursuits. It's a good reminder that it's a place where Black people learned, grew, and flourished. We wanted to spend more time here, but we had to move on.
And we did move on, but the land was calling us back. After winding our way across the Northeast for a few weeks, we made our way back to New River Gorge.
So we're currently at New River Gorge National Park. It is actually our second time back here in 2 weeks. We camped here last night, and this time it is a lot colder than it was last time. Right now it's about 25 degrees. Last time it was probably, I don't know, maybe about 20 degrees warmer in the morning at this time or something like that. Either way, it's still absolutely beautiful, as you can see. And I just realized that there's this thing called Bridge Walk, and I know you can't see it from here, but if you go to this area, I have no idea. It's probably like a privately owned situation because I don't think it's part of the national park. But right before you get to the visitor center, the Canyon Rim Visitor Center, there's this spot where you can stop and you can do a bridge walk, and I can even hear it from here. So it sounds like, yeah, the people started moving again. You can hook yourself up and walk underneath the bridge. I won't be doing that today, but yeah, it's really, really beautiful. It's quiet, and the sun is shining over the mountains once again. And it's really lovely. It's worth being out in the cold for.
How are you enjoying it out here?
I really like it in West Virginia. We're about to do more of the African American audio tour, which we only got a chance to see a few stops of last time. So we'll get to show you some more of that too. This stop on the driving tour is a lot more somber than the others. It's the Hawks Nest Workers Memorial and Gravesite. This is a memorial that was built to honor the memory of more than 700 workers who died here in the early 1930s. When they were building a tunnel through Gauley Mountain, they were exposed to silica dust that very quickly led to fatal lung disease. Most of the workers who died were Black, but they couldn't be buried in the local white cemeteries. So some of their bodies were sent back to their families by train, and some were shipped off to be buried haphazardly on a farm in Summersville, West Virginia. In the 1970s, the workers' remains were dug up and reburied at this memorial site. So many people took big risks to survive, to take care of themselves and their families, and to build up infrastructure and communities that we're still using today. can still see it. That's one of them. That's the mama, I think, and there was a mama and a baby. It's just funny because they're doing the same thing to us that we're doing to them, just staring. Last night when we went to bed, there was not a snowflake in sight. And this morning, this is what we woke up to. It's snowing. It looks like a winter wonderland. It's cold and it's really beautiful. Very peaceful and serene. Daryl, how'd you feel about this snow?
It's nice. I didn't know that we would get this much.
Yeah.
Because it was basically none when we came in town, so.
Yeah, and it was completely quiet last night. I really had no idea that it was snowing at all, and I slept pretty well last night, so. Happy about it though. Now you gonna walk down to the river?
Yeah, I'm going to the river.
Okay, we're gonna walk down to the river now. It smells like a wood fire.
Yeah.
It smells good. I kind of want to not step on this pristine snow layer.
I am.
I guess more will come. All right, whatever you do, do not fall into the river. Whoa. Do you like the snow, Daryl?
Yeah, so the snow's nice. It's different. As a Georgia boy, not used to seeing a lot of snow. It's nice. It's cold. It's quiet, except for the train that comes through every so often.
We didn't have many expectations for West Virginia, but it did have a southern charm. The people were kind and the mountains are stunning. We didn't really want to leave, but it was time for us to move on to the next destination.